Joining us live from Los Angeles is Andrew Freund, TV host and entertainment news expert. Andrew, it's great to have you for this conversation. I want to get to the controversy in a second, but first, set the scene for us. What should folks know about this film in terms of who's playing who, the director, the plot line, without giving away any major spoilers?
Yeah, MJ, the film stars David Corenswet as the character of Superman, also stars Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. And really, it is a classic Superman story about an alien who came to this planet and is really his sole purpose is to help save humanity, to help save the vulnerable. That's why the character was created. And it has made a smash at the box office, making over $122 million this weekend alone. It is a huge, huge success for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and let's just talk about this controversy for starters. When the director said that quote we just referenced, that Superman is about an immigrant and it's a story that says basic human kindness is a value and is something that we have lost. He's now being accused by people in some corners as being too woke, of politicizing the movie. Listen to this.
That's the part that makes me go, look, don't try and make it all woke and crazy. Keep that character as, the way I like him is truth, justice, and the American way.
He found himself unable to say Superman's slogan, quote, truth, fighting for truth, justice, and the American way. He said truth, justice, and all those good things.
Because they just refuse to acknowledge the American way is good, that the American way is, in fact, unique. And this lies at the root of a leftist worldview. That leftist worldview is astonishingly anti-American.
Andrew, what do you make of this backlash?
I think that some of the people on FNC didn't really do their research. I mean, Superman was created in the 30s by two Jewish men, partly because of the rise of Hitler and the rise of Nazism. And Superman was the American dream that they created to embody, to help everyone, to help the vulnerable. That is why the character of Superman exists. So it's not really an American thing. It's really a world thing. Superman is here to help everyone. That's really the point of why the character was created. So I think that people saying that, Superman's being too political, Superman's been political for 87 years. In 1940, the character took on Hitler and Stalin. In 2015, the character in the comics was a go-between between police and protesters. In 2020, DC Comics tweeted out a quote in support of Black Lives Matter. So Superman has always been involved in politics. I think people just haven't really done their research.
Well, and it is interesting because Superman has also always been an immigrant. That fact is not new. I mean, do you think this controversy speaks more about the political climate that we're in, or something more about the specific sort of entertainment industry culture right now?
MJ, I think it's a mixed bag of both. I think that, obviously we're here on television now and we work in media, and media works off sound bites and clickbait. And I think when people make comments about Hollywood and Superman and politics, it generates some of that stuff. But really, Superman's stood for everyone for 87 years. He's always been in politics, like I said. So it's kind of much ado about nothing. But also, this hasn't made any difference at the box office. In fact, I kind of did a deep dive. And in specific conservative counties here in the United States, the movie did exceedingly well, if not better than expected. So this is kind of all much ado about nothing.
Yeah, there had been a lot of speculation about this controversy hurting the film in the box office. And as you said, it's done incredibly well, at least over the weekend, really beating estimates. Were you surprised that we were able to get to this point with the film when so many people were predicting maybe the controversy would hurt the opening weekend?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. I don't think Dean Cain's words can really hurt this kind of billion-dollar franchise. And I wasn't surprised at all because Superman stands for hope. Superman stands for perseverance. And right now, that is exactly what we need. So I think that people went to the box office as a means of escape, and they were very happy with what they saw, MJ.
And Andrew, before I let you go, politics and Hollywood have often clashed or maybe blended, depending on how you look at it. It's not a new phenomenon. I do wonder how much sensitivity you see right now in Hollywood and across the entertainment industry about saying something or doing something that will be perceived as political.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. It's different now than it was even 5 years ago. So I think people are, being politically correct. They are being woke, but I don't necessarily think that being considerate of other people and being kind and highlighting that is a bad thing. So I personally think we're moving in the right direction. I think that it is good to stand up to injustice. It's good to stand up to discrimination. And let's get this straight. Like, Superman is an action film. There is plenty of action in this film. There are plenty of fight sequences. There are insane effects. So it's a Hollywood film, and I think all the politics is it's kind of getting in the way.
Andrew Freund, thank you so much for that discussion.